Well, in my 33 years, I've noticed that a lot more kids are overweight now than they used to be 30 years ago. Characteristically, they kind of shy away from activity. It's very difficult for them to do physical things that kids used to do a while back. It's just more difficult for them to get around and do things.
Those are usually some of the kids who, don't want to participate, and I think it leads to like a lower self-esteem or self-confidence. I wouldn't say for every obese child, but the majority of them, I think that does affect, their self-confidence, their self-image, and those types of things.
The way it's set up right now, kids have PE for 6 weeks at a time, and then we rotate through what they call the other specials. There's life skills, industrial arts, and art class. So they would have me for 6 weeks, then go away for 6 weeks to one of them, come back to me for 6 weeks. So I have them every other 6 weeks.
Yeah, it would be really, more beneficial to the students to have it, where they're coming in not so broken up, because for some kids that is the only exercise they get over those 6 weeks.
They want to do less, so they do less, so they gain more weight. So it's a vicious cycle for them. And then parents defend that and say, why are you picking on my child? And my point there is, I'm not picking on your child. I think it would be good for your child to be more active and stop that cycle. I give my own PE test here, which is pull-ups, bar dips, a thing called a 30-foot shuttle, which is an agility test over 30 feet, picking up erasers and setting them down. There's an obstacle run test where they run over a 36-foot course through chairs and they weave in and out. That's an endurance test. And a vertical jump, how high they can jump over the reach, and a standing long jump for leg explosive power. Then each one of those, there's 6 tests. Each test converts over to a score based on 100 points. So there's a potential to score 600 points. And then we keep track of high point each hour, who did the best in each event each hour, boy, girl, 7th and 8th grade. And over the years, well, years ago when I had PE every other day all year long, I gave it to them in the fall when they first came. I gave it to them in the spring when they left, and I saw tremendous gains. But then when we went to the every other 6 weeks, I got them less time. So now I only give it once a year. So I've seen things drop off.
Yeah, I think parents maybe should, restrain from so much TV and video game type activities, or, we have so many convenient things nowadays, where we drive everywhere. Kids used to ride their bike or walk to practices, or, get more exercise like in that way. Or even just maybe, getting your kids to do things like push-ups at home and sit-ups. I know it's hard, we don't have a lot of space to do activities, but a lot of them could do like, exercise videos, or when it's, when the weather's not bad, getting outside to walk or help with, raking, or even household chores is exercise for some kids.
Currently there's legislation pending in Michigan of, they want to make it mandatory that kids have to have PE year-round every day, which I think is a good idea, which they'd have to extend the school day, which they'd have to pay teachers more.